Put it on here, okay?
You good to go.
I'm ready to go. Hey, hey, hey. It's your girl, Lisa Love. You're tuning in to It's All Love with Lisa Love. We appreciate you. I know you've been like, well, what's been going on? Where my people at? Well, we weren't sure if the sky was falling the other day, so we said we're going to play it safe and we're not going to be on air. Come out to the studio. Everybody's going to play it safe. And then we had that holiday, and we said, well, we're going to take it easy. But what I am going to do, because I appreciate you tuning in, I appreciate you listening in, I'm going to make sure that I'm a little more diligent and making sure that you understand if and when we're not going to be on air, or the alternative will be we might run a previous show. So you know how you do. You got to do a little rerun or something. So either we'll do that so you'll be able to enjoy a previous show, or we'll make sure we post something so you know what time it is, you know what's up, and you don't think we forgot about you, because we certainly did not. I'm in the studio with Susie Q. You want to say hello?
How you doing out there, everybody?
So Susie Q, she's our beauty and fashion person,
Yes.
but I have recruited her today because we're going to do a little girl talk. We just going to chop it up because it's been a minute. So we just trying to come back and, say hi to everybody and just get back in our little groove. So
On this website, you want to make sure you put gmtradio.com/podcast.
yeah, we're going to put podcast. So some of you, okay, yeah.
Just the regular GMT, they're going to hear the regular music, but they go to podcast.
Okay.
Yeah. So yeah, everybody, look. We just want to say happy Monday to you first and foremost. Again, it's All Love with Lisa Love, 4:30 to 5:30 on Mondays. I love this slot. It's good for drive time, man. Just tune in and check us out. The show will always be catered to entertaining and informative coverage of the people, places, and things that we love. So just know that it truly is all love. I didn't just pick a name out of a hat. That's really what we are about here, and we're continuing to build our team. So Susie Q has been holding strong in the beauty and fashion, and we have some things to share with you all on that note. But then also, I think, we'll see more of her in different topics and things like that. Today, Miss Deordre Dee Adams will be joining us to talk a little bit. She will be our finance correspondent, so we're super excited about having her. So you'll hear from her later in the show. And just a little update, we did have a sports correspondent, and certainly want to thank him for his time with us. But personal emergencies back home, y'all know I'm from the boot, and he's fam from the boot. Had personal emergencies and things like that, so this may not be the time for him to go ahead and get started. So I'm gonna open up that slot for, look, if you know that dude, and I need it to be a dude, I need to be a guy. If you know that guy who know his sports, he know what time it is, he know what's up, and people can relate to him. He funny, he good to be on air. We looking for folks to step up and give us that sports be a sports commentator. So we would welcome people to reach out. You know that person who know, they could tell you when they change the jerseys and everything. They just like a walking encyclopedia. You have those people who enjoy sports, but then you have those people who like, oh my God, they know who was coaching, what year, what player got hurt, what knee it was. I mean, they got them dudes out there like that. You know what I'm saying? So we definitely want to invite somebody to come on out. So if you know somebody, man, sometime it might be like, well, I don't do that, that's not me, but maybe it's not for you. Maybe you just know the person that you need to tell us about. So we're on Facebook, of course, we're on Instagram, and Twitter as well. Let me Lisa love you. That's you with just the letter U. So yeah, hit us up on that note. Again, it's All Love with Lisa Love, where we are entertaining and informative, providing entertaining and informative coverage of the people, places, and things we love. It's been a minute since I've been in the studio. Like I said, we had the holidays, so we chose to shut it down, do some team building and things like that, and getting our little strategy together. And then we thought the sky was falling last week. H-Town, we had Florence hitting, and I know they hit North Carolina, it was, right?
Yeah.
Susie Q, but we still were getting rain, and they were talking flash floods and stuff. And I love y'all, but look now, okay, I had no boat. So glad to be back, everybody, and I definitely appreciate those who tune in. So we are making kind of like a little slight transition from the Facebook Live. We may come back and do that, but we will be transitioning into that YouTube. So we've been talking about that for a minute, and we will be making that happen. But definitely just want to say we appreciate you. So I'm going to tell you right now, whether you're already tuned in because you tune into the radio station, or whether you're going to hear this in a recorded clip, I want you to know, in order to listen to GMT Radio, we need you to go to www.gmtradio.com. That's www.gmtradio.com/podcast, podcast, and click play and just check us out. And then not only us, but other shows in the GMT Radio family, you want to go ahead and see what they got going on. So some live stuff, live at 5, all kinds of stuff going on with GMT Radio. So we're happy about that. So Susie Q, I know that we had planned to do some visual things. We were talking about the body type and everything, but I think we'll regroup and try to get everybody ready. And I don't want to promise a date because I hate to promise and we can't deliver. But once we do the Facebook Live and stuff like that, what can we expect? We're going to do our body type.
So we're going to do our body type, and then Lisa and I will be doing looks.
We'll model.
Actually model and dress to our body types. And then we're going to do a small demo where you can take your workday makeup, and now this is the time for holiday parties, and then we'll just show you a simple transition to like a nude lip and how you can make a power red lip, put a little sparkle on the eyes, just those two additions to your makeup, and you're suited and booted and ready to go out for the evening.
And then, you know, it's like when we do our makeup, we definitely have a more conservative look at work. Well, we hope so, you know. So ladies, okay, so you want to take it down or not, you know, for the office and what have you. But again, we are like, I'm serious. Don't laugh, y'all. You know, y'all love bugs out there. But I done pulled out the Christmas box, Susie Q. I got my Christmas stuff out. I'm so looking forward to the holidays. I love Christmas. I love it. And so I've already done that. But the truth is that, hey, guys, we all will be going to holiday parties and, you know, various family functions and things like that. Hey, maybe if we're lucky, some hot dates, you know, for the holidays. And so we do want to punch up our look a little bit, you know, take it to that next level. And then we never want to leave out the guys. So we'll have something when we come together to show our thing and our body types and help you to determine your body type. We'll make sure we have a few tips where a guy may even have just a button down at work with some slacks, and then Susie Q has a few quick things he might be able to do to turn that look into something really snazzy where he's trying to make, you know, an appearance somewhere, you know, and make a statement, you know. So yeah, so we'll be ready to do that. What else we got? Oh, y'all, oh my God, we gotta tell them about September 27th.
Yes.
Okay.
I cannot wait.
Okay, here we go. All right, let me get my info for you. Some of you already been hearing about it. I got people reaching out. This is not only for people to come through for the actual event, but it's also extending some vendors. If your products are appropriate for the event, I want to talk to you, and it's going to be case by case just so I can assess if you would be a good fit for the event. And usually my vendor fees are something you would laugh at because basically I'm not trying to break the bank. I just want you to be able to come out and do your thing, and then it'll be a small, very affordable fee for vending with us. So let me just get you some details about what's coming up on September 27th. So people have been asking, Lisa, okay, so what's next? What's up? You know, we get something together now. Let's get rolling. So we have Lisa Love and Friends. We're going to be at Midtown Bar and Grill. That's 415 West Gray. And we're going to be there on Thursday, the 27th. And that's from 8 to midnight. So everybody knows Thursday is weekend eve. Hello, somebody. It's weekend eve. So that's a good time. Like, you know, go home, you know, freshen up, do you, whatever it is you do. Come roll through at 8. Because when I tell you it's going to be on and popping, I want you to believe it. Because it's been a minute. So I'm chomping at the, you know, what they call it, how that expression, I'm just excited, okay, about at the bit. That's what they say, chomping at the bit. But I'm excited about doing that. So again, I'm going to repeat it, and get your tickets, because I have to be honest with you. I love Tommy over there. They're holding it down at Midtown Bar and Grill. But I want to say upstairs is limited space. He welcomes us. You know, whenever Lisa Love doing something, he loves to support, and I really appreciate him. So I want to shout him out. That's a 24-hour establishment. A lot of cool things going on during the week and things like that. that. So definitely check them out. The food is good and it's affordable. You can go there with some pocket change and get some good food, okay? So tickets are on sale right now. It's just $10. I absorbed the little fee for Eventbrite and all that, so you're gonna pay a flat $10 to get in. And I always say, why pay more at the door? That's my motto. Why pay more at the door? Get your ticket, secure your seat. It is limited space. I would hate to have to tell people, I'm sorry, we full. I would really hate to have to do that. I mean, but it could come to that, and just get your ticket so you're in the place to be. So you can go to www.letmelisaloveyou.com. That's www.letmelisaloveyou. That's YOU.com. Lisa Love and Friends. Here's what's going to be going on. We're going to have music, so you know we're going to jam. Anybody who knows me know I love to dance. I love to do my thing. I love to turn up. Yes. And so we're going to have good music. We're going to have a little bit of comedy. I'll probably do a little brief set myself. I have some comedian friends who may come through. I'm not sure. I'm not promising anything. If they want to come through, the doors are open. If they got something to promote, they can come on through, hit that mic for 2 or 3 minutes. I'd be happy to have them. You know that I made quite a name for myself as doing the conversation. So you know I'm your girl for the conversation parties. We ain't scared conversation parties. That's what I used to call them back in the day. But we having conversation about a whole bunch of things. So I will definitely hit you with a segment of some hot topics, some good stuff, and then of course we'll be taking questions from you. I'm gonna pause right there because what I didn't do is give you the number here, and I feel like it's been a minute since I said it, so I might need some help. 832-303-4722 or 4788. 4788. 832-303-4788. Let me just jot it down. I want you to lock this in your phone. I want you to get so serious about it. It's all love with Lisa Love. You had this locked and loaded because you just never know. Okay, so 832-303-4788. Matter of fact, we're here till 5:30. That's 4:30 to 5:30 every Monday. If you call in right now, matter of fact, I'll just give it to that first caller. If you call in, let's go ahead and let you in for free to Lisa Love and Friends on September 27th, which is a Thursday. It'd be nice to get in free. Maybe even give you a special seat in somewhere so you know you could be, you know, acknowledging maybe a little VIP or something like that. We'll hook you up and make sure everything is good. So that's 832-303-4788. What I'm about to do right now, okay, let me finish giving y'all the rundown. Okay, so we got music, we got comedy, we got conversation. So here's what I love. I'm going to do a little matchmaking for the singles. So here's how it's going to work. Okay, you like, what's up with that? What you talking about? I'm shy. Don't be doing it. Okay, so when you come in, it's optional. I'm not twisting it. You grown. I'm not twisting anybody's arm. So you come in the door. If you're a single woman, you're a single man, you come in, you fill out a little card. You let us know, hey, I want to participate in the matchmaking. What y'all got for me? So you're going to fill out a little questionnaire. It's going to be really short because I have limited time. So you're going to fill it out. You're going to submit it. And then during some segment, during our time together, I will go ahead and make matches. I might do it alone. I may do it with a little support from the team. And we're going to get you matched up based on what you said, based on how you flow. So we're going to try to make a match. Are we saying get married and run to Vegas and elope? No, we just saying, look, you might have a little date for the holidays. That's all we're trying to do. So the singles, we're going to be doing that matchmaking thing. It's going to be a lot of fun. Worst come to worst, guess what? You might just make a good friend, and that's all good. Now, if y'all get married or something, now, you know, I'm just saying, don't forget about your girl. Couples, what we gonna do for you? So you all booed up and everything, but we don't want you to feel like this is not something you could come to. This gonna be an awesome like date night. You know, it's like you and your boo, you know, get sexy together. Come on out, have some fun, mix and mingle. You know, and what we're gonna do is we're gonna do couples challenges. So we're going to find out how well y'all know each other. So it's kind of like if I had to give you an idea, to take it back to the old dating game or the old, what was that, newlywed game is what I'm saying. And then they'll ask you, you know, so, you know, what does your baby do as soon as they wake up in the morning? What's the first thing they do? If y'all answers got to match, we going to find out. Y'all be posting up on Facebook and stuff. We going to see if it's real. So the couples challenge, that's what's going to be going on. It's going to be lots of fun. We're going to have some good prizes. Another thing we're going to do is we're going to have a name swap for an upcoming holiday gift exchange. So a lot of times at the holidays, especially for those who are single, but I'm not just saying this for singles, it's for couples too, is, it's like, you might not have that special someone, but you still want to move around and get some things done. So I am going to put together a gift exchange event. We either may do a white elephant. I can explain what that is at another time, or we're going to exchange names right at the event on Thursday, so that, if for sure, hey, I'm coming through in October, then you're going to have to bring that gift of $10 or less. I think $10 is a decent number to bring something. And then we're going to do that gift exchange. You'll find out who you got and all that kind of stuff. It'll be a funky good time. Okay, and then the table. So we're gonna have little stations that is a lot gonna be going on at this thing. We're gonna have little stations that represent the birthday month. So so the most represented birthday month, all of y'all gonna get something. We don't know, but we're gonna make sure y'all hooked up. So October rolled through, and let's just say most of the people, they in October. So then, y'all get y'all little thing and we celebrate y'all. But every month will be represented. So if you had that birthday this year, or maybe the birthday is coming, we want to help to make that special for you. There's no reason why you shouldn't be celebrating your birthday.
Aquarius, come strong, come strong.
Okay,
That's Susie Q.
Susie Q say Aquarius come through. So what month though? You got to pick what month.
And that's true. January.
So January
comes strong, definitely.
Yeah, because it's not really the zodiac. Because I thought about the signs and stuff like that. But I mean, don't represent your sign now. Don't stop me. But we gonna do it by month, because I just figured that'd be a little cleaner. Just organizing and logistics. It'll be a little easier to do, and then maybe we might cut up and do something with the signs. I don't know, because they're gonna bring it out me, I know, at the event. And then just lots of grown-up fun for everyone. It's just gonna be a good time, y'all. And guess what? You're about to get busy. The holiday time is coming. It could be kind of stressful, so we really just want to get in there and just really have a good time, because October gonna come in, Halloween, and man, after that, look, you know how it gets. So we trying to have a good old time before all that jump off. So I really hope that you would share this event. Again, you could go to www.letmelisa-love-you. It's from 8 to midnight. It's a Thursday. That's the weekend eve. That's what I call it, weekend eve. So let me real quick tell y'all about because we waiting for our guests, and I'm gonna tell you real quick about we gonna tell you real quick about the dress code. Let's get you hooked up with that. So I heard that we do have Deordre Dee Adams in here, so you can come on in. We're on the we're on the station here. We didn't go Facebook Live, but feel free, if you personally want to go Facebook Live, you can do that. So we welcome you. Glad you were able to make it. How was the drive over? You good?
Good.
You don't woo side?
Not really.
Okay, so you got a minute. You got a minute to woo side, and we gonna get this going. Okay, hold on one second, because we have a little dress code. Is there any part of the event, Miss Susie Q, that you're particularly looking forward to?
I think the birthday tables will be interesting, and I love the aspect of the matchmaking, because it's true. You can make a friend for the evening. You can have a genuine hookup, and even though you said, Vegas might be off, depending on where it goes, it could lead you to Vegas.
Never know.
So I think it's a great opportunity to come out, be grown and sexy, meet friends and make new friends. So it's going to be an awesome time, and I mean, what could go wrong? You got Lady Lisa Love here, you got Susie Q, and the crew. So I mean, it's just a phenomenal evening to come out and celebrate. And $10, come on, guys, when's the last time?
Right, you getting a lot for $10.
Right.
Yeah, I mean, you really think about it, a little comedy, little conversation, because just a conversation party in itself, the cover might have been 10, and we do that, we get down with a little music, and that's it. But we kind of incorporating a little comedy. You're just gonna have a good time. I don't know, if you need a reason to have a good time, you really need to be there then, because if you're struggling to find a reason, but you just come on through, and it's gonna be lots of fun. So here's the dress code real quick, and it's optional. So the attire is as sexy as you want to be. Hello. So look,
hey,
I try to be good on the show, because you never know who's listening and tuning in. but I'm cutting up at the event, so
telling
it just
you,
is what it
my
is.
Sexy, y'all.
All I'm telling y'all is I'll be looking. That's all. I'm just gonna leave it just like that. So so as sexy as you want to be. So the optional color dress code is black, and you wear all black. You do your thing because it's like the theme is if they only knew. So you in all black because it's like if they only knew. You naughty by nature. Then red, if you want to come with that bold red, is sexy for no reason. So it's just red is like boom, I'm in the room. Look at me. You know what I'm saying? And then I did do a little bit of the zodiac thing because blue and sapphire. So the event is in September, so that's kind of like a little mild shout out to that birthday month, and that September birthday baby. So if you want to do all blue, you kind of just representing, hey, it's my birthday month, September. Then green. Green as in green light. That means approach me, talk to me, ask me to dance, sit next to me. You know what I'm saying? Let's get acquainted. You feel me? You know what I'm saying? So you're going to wear green, a little splash of green. And then you could do tan and brown or beige, however you want to work that. And you're just saying, I'm a chocolate dream. And then pink. Pink is for our how you call it, our little princesses, and they just pink. Like yes. I woke up like this, and so they they have some fellas who do the pink shirts and stuff. They say real men wear pink, so hey, if you gonna rock it, you woke up like that, okay? So you can do your pink if you want to. Lots of free parking. There's gonna be drink specials. Tommy always takes good care of me when I do events there. It's a 24-hour kitchen. The menu is great. The service is friendly. Again, lots of parking in the lot. Free parking, and then there's parking on the street. That'll be $10 to get in, $15 at the door. But why pay more at the door? And we're giving away one free ticket. I guess, in order for me to really make it count, I got to give away two. So I'm going to give away 2 free tickets. If you call 832-303-4788, if you're listening now, which I'm not sure, but I'm going to go ahead and make this post on Facebook so I can see if I can get me a couple of winners here, or at least somebody for these 2 tickets. Deordre, Dee Adams, how are you?
Good. How about yourself?
I'm doing pretty good. Glad you were able to make it. I done posted something on Facebook by accident. Let me hurry up in because I don't know what I done pressed while I'm in here running my mouth. Yeah, I ain't even lying, y'all. Don't laugh at me. I had posted my energy bill because
somebody to pay it.
I had my energy bill up. I hit post. One thing led to another. Let me tell you, you got to be careful on this stuff, man. Look at here. Yup, if y'all want to pay it, go ahead. Now, I ain't stopping nobody. Okay, so let me see what we got here. So, one, I know we wanted to start with who are you and what do you do? I know that I've been telling the listeners that, hey, we have different correspondents coming on, people with different levels and areas of expertise, and we're trying to get our financial house in order. So that's where Deordre Dee Adams comes in. So we're going to kind of interview her today, talk a little bit about who she is, what she does, and we're really just excited about what she's going to be bringing to the show. So don't lunch on this. People pay big dollars for financial advice and consulting and things like that, but we're going to have her on the show and she'll be helping us step by step to get some things in order. So Miss Deordre Dee Adams, who are you truly? Like, just break it down, like literally, I'm a girl from such and such, and who are you, and then what is it that you do?
Okay, just a little bit about me. I am a native Houstonian from the east side.
East side?
Full-time, I am an educator. I teach 3rd grade math and science, and I do financial services on a part-time basis, plan on transitioning into it full-time, and I've been working in financial services for about 10 years now. Originally, I was a client, and so I was getting ready to refer some of my friends to get their finances in order as well, and as a result, the gentleman was like, well, hey, come see what we do and see if it makes sense and you can get paid to help, your own friends. And so that's kind of how I got started in the business. And so that kind of sums up who I am.
Okay, and did I hear right? 10 years?
10 years.
Okay, so let me just...
Yeah, so I have my life insurance license. I also have my Series 6 and my 63 license. So I have my investment licenses as well.
Okay, tell me about that, because I didn't know about that. Hold on, what was going on with that?
So with a life
Invest-
insurance license, you're only able to do life insurance and fixed annuities.
Okay.
But with an investment license, you're able to do the variable annuities, the 403Bs, the 457s, and things like that, mainly mutual funds.
Okay.
And so I can help people with rollovers and set up
Okay.
retirement planning and things like that.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. So people can kind of if they have questions about how to do, because I'm going to tell you in my years of working and having the 403Bs or the 401k, it's like you're making these decisions, but you are not fully aware of the tax implications and things
Right.
like that. How to protect yourself, or when is a good time to move it, don't move it, don't that kind of thing.
Exactly.
So you're
Right.
saying that you can provide some support with that.
Right, I can provide support with that as well,
Okay.
because a lot of times we're sitting next to our friends in HR or something like that, and we're just like, well, what are you choosing? What are you choosing? And we just choose something and really don't know how it works.
Right.
So I really truly take an educational approach on how to
Yeah.
choose the right things,
That's
as well
good.
as what vehicle you need to be investing in.
Absolutely. And then also looking at that, because I know I've missed plenty of opportunities looking at some of these savings accounts and various retirement accounts as what's the word I'm looking for, that you can borrow against, or you may be in a crisis, or you may be about to make a purchase, or you're
Right.
about to make some moves and need to put your hands on money. And then sometimes it will benefit you to do it, sometimes you should not do it. It just depends on your employer, those options and stuff. But I know I've been in a situation where I haven't taken advantage of all those things, but definitely now I'm like, I want to know everything
Right.
that I'm eligible for.
Right.
Yeah. Because we just recently had open enrollment in my daytime gig, and I learned some things about what I could be doing, and so absolutely. Matter of fact, I put all my business out there. I went ahead and raised my, it's a flex account.
Okay.
A flex, yeah, so that because I kind of watched myself for a year. What did we spend on?
Right.
What kind of medicine and glasses or whatever, kiddos and all that. So I bumped it up a notch to make sure I'm good. So yeah.
Tax free.
Yeah, exactly. So yeah, it pays to know what's going on. Y'all don't be signing off and don't know what's going on.
Most of us do.
And then a quick question too. I know it's a little off our little thing, but quick question since we're on it. I know a lot of entrepreneurs, Dee. I know a lot of entrepreneurs. And are you someone that they can reach out to, because they're out there without
Exactly.
certain funds and
Right.
coverages and whatever? Like, are you somebody that a
Yes.
good resource for them?
Yeah, definitely, because a lot of people don't have benefits, whether it be life insurance, they're not saving and things of that nature. So I do have clients that have a SEP account, which is a self-employment plan.
Oh,
and so,
okay.
so yes, I can help.
Okay, it's called SEP account. May I just tell you, that's the first time I ever heard that acronym. That's the first time. I didn't know what people were doing. I didn't know, but I know people doing something.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying?
right.
But a lot of times, grassroots, just starting out, new people, they don't know what's available and what's out
Right.
there, or think it's too expensive.
That's true.
So that's good to know. So listen up, y'all. Matter of fact, on that note, can we share contact information on that note? Where do you want people to contact you?
People can contact me at 713-443-0129. That's my direct cell number. I'm also on Facebook at I Educate Financial Solutions. That's my business page.
And then we got you rolling on our IG, but give that to us again.
Okay.
Because you're on IG
And
as
my
well.
IG is I Educate Fin, Fin. So that's just short for financial.
Okay, well, that's good. 713-443-0129. So you're out there doing your own thing. You finally were able to branch out on your own, but then you're like, man, I lost that insurance from my job, or I really don't know how to tackle retirement at this point. So definitely this is a resource for you. I love that. And that's I Educate Financial Solutions.
Correct.
Got you. Okay, so why is this work important to you? I know when you first said you got into it, someone offered you an opportunity to say, hey, you can help people, you can earn money while you're doing it, kind of thing. But why does this drive you? Because, Dee, I'm going to tell you, I sense your passion. Like when you're talking about this work, when you're going on your appointments and stuff, I could tell that this is
Right.
important to you. Why is this work important to you?
It's really important because a lot of times finances is something that a lot of people run from. We don't want to talk about it if we're in relationships. One of the partners like, no, you handle it. But I really want to take an educational approach versus a sales approach. And most people are sold things. And so I want them to be more educated so that they can make an informed decision about how to handle their finances. And so that's where I offer them a complimentary financial plan. And most people think, oh, it's really expensive to get my finances in order, because people come to me all the time, how much do you charge? How much do you charge? Well, the plan is complimentary. It's the products that you implement that, you know, provides the fee of service. So I know the middle class is really not knowledgeable. Where we learned about finances was from our parents. Some it worked for us, some it didn't, and so that information has just been passed down to us. And so I just want people to be a little more educated so that we can retire financially independent, because most of us think that's so far-fetched that we can retire financially independent, and it's not.
I love that. And I'm going to tell you something. Recently, I reached out to an aunt who I perceive as, you know, having her ducks in a row. I admire her. I admire her decisions she made professionally and things like that. And she's in retirement. And she actually said, as a matter of fact, a very small group of friends and we're going to be looking at some videos with her. We're going to be journaling some things and making some financial moves. And I'm excited. And I told her, I said, you know, I respect you. I respect what you've done. Share that. You know, let's be intentional. We have our little talks, you know.
Right.
But I said, let's be intentional about, you know, establishing ourselves. And like you said, just passing that on. Because then when you also say people are passing it on, you got to wonder, too, is it good information?
Exactly.
You know, so then that's where, you know, you come in with that. And I love that. I love that. And I do want to share for the audience, just so you know, Deordre, there are many people selling financial products out there. Don't get it twisted. I'm not going to name them all, but there are many people out there selling products and things like that. And I understand it's a business. There's a profit to be made. But when I was seeking a financial correspondent for this show, it was particularly important to me that someone care more about educating people than just making a dollar. Now the fact is, it is a business. There are products to be sold and bought, and we certainly want to support Dee Dee, but I'm telling you firsthand that I see her passion about this. I see her willingness to make sure people understand what they're getting themselves into. So we wholeheartedly support you in this work, and we hope that people will really take advantage. And you know, I hate to just kind of beat a dead horse there, but just people of color, y'all, can we just kind of come clean and understand we are out here functioning financially illiterate. We're behind the 8 ball. We're struggling. And as the holidays approach, my heart, I have a passion for seeing people comfortably go into that season without breaking the bank and doing stuff you don't need to be doing, you know, because come January now, you know, we're in crisis. You know, exactly. You understand?
And then it hits again.
You understand? And then heaven forbid some hardship or anything happens and, you know, not the proper insurance is in place. So this is a passion of ours, and just understand that you're in good hands. So that does make sense why this is important to you. So now, where did you acquire your financial knowledge? And I listened to you talk about things like you said, the SEP thing. I'm taking notes, y'all. For those who can't see us, I'm taking notes because, you know, it's something to be learned from Dee Dee here. So who taught you what you know? How did you become an expert? Because I mean, I would imagine this doesn't happen overnight.
It doesn't. And I really didn't know much at the beginning, but like I said, I was recruited by a Primerica rep. So initially working with Primerica, and because we have trainings every Tuesday night from 7 to 9, and then we have trainings on Saturday mornings from 9 to 11 and things of that nature, I'm constantly I go to training like faithfully, like that's Bible to me, because I feel like if I'm educated and I can educate someone else, and being that I have that educational background, I'm doing more research, you know, reading Finances for Dummies and reading different books and things like that to make sure that I become more knowledgeable about my craft.
Absolutely.
And so that's pretty much where I've gotten the majority of my information, or whether I seek other friends who work in the industry but work for other companies. So I dare not say, oh, I know more than you, or my product is better than yours, because we're all in this together. And so just the networking and things like that.
And I can tell you, just as, you know, as a personal friend, I might be chopping up with you like, yeah, girl, I got my meeting tonight, I got my train. I mean, Dee is on it, y'all. So I'm just kind of putting it out there. And then Primerica, you know, I don't know everybody's experience or exposure to Primerica. It's been around for a while. I mean, you know, somebody probably can put their hands on somebody who's been connected with it, but it's just good to know that you can have someone who's referred to you, somebody saying, hey, this is someone you can trust, you know, and stuff like that. So that's a brand also that's trusted. I mean, Primerica, you know, that's been around for a while, you know, absolutely. So that's wonderful. That's good to know. And that's good to know that you're constantly growing so that you can be more of an asset to your clients. We like to hear that. So would you say that, and we talked about it a little bit, there's a gap in this financial literacy? I talked about it, but would you say that you see that yourself among minorities? And if so, where do you believe that comes from? And then if not, explain, help us understand your position. Is there a gap in that financial literacy?
I really do think there's a gap in the financial literacy, just based on the clients that I sit down with. Whether it be minorities or the affluent, you know, a lot of people just don't know, and we assume that they know. And so, like, say for instance, when seeking out clients, I'll be like, oh, well, they have it together, and don't necessarily have it together, because when you sit down with them and they throw out all that debt in front of you, and you think, and they're living paycheck to paycheck just like you may be. And so it's like, once again, we go back to what our parents taught us. Well, that was back in the day. You know, times are changing. So it's like, okay, since times are changing, now products and things like that are changing, you know, because and life insurance I'm really passionate about. And a lot of times people are like, well, I don't want term because it expires, I want a whole life policy. Well, back in the day when they had the whole life policy, it was like our parents had it because they wanted to borrow against it. Well, now I'm educating you. Let me get you a cheap term policy and show you how to save your own money so you don't have to borrow your own money. You know what I'm saying? Or the company won't keep your own money. I hear people all the time like, well, I want a whole life policy. Well, why you want a whole life policy? Because my daddy told me to get one, or my grandmother had one. Well, that was only $25,000. Well, if you recognize that life insurance is income replacement, is not just burial. So it's so much that our parents didn't know, and it was just something that they needed to make sure they were covered. Now it's so different. You have a family that needs to be taken care of if something happens to you too soon. So it's just like it's information that's handed down that might be outdated. It kind of reminds me about, you know, the story that they often tell in church about the grandmother who used to cook the chicken or the whatever, the turkey in the pan, and she would cut off the sides, and so as it passed down, like, well, why, grandmother, why y'all cut it off? She like, because it couldn't fit in the pan. Because it just couldn't fit in the pan. And they be passing it on like you're supposed to cut off the sides, and that's how grandma did it, and you cut off the sides because that's what you're supposed to do to make the chicken. And they're like, but why? Because it just didn't fit in the pan. That's all. I was just trying to make it fit in the pot, honey. Right. And we just keep passing
it
down. And that's just how it is about finances, and that's why it's such a gap. And then, you know, and everyone, you know, wants to keep up per se with the Joneses. You know what I'm saying? You see somebody else with something, and you want
it,
and
it might not even be what's for your family. You know.
Exactly.
Yeah, that's good stuff there. I do have a quick question, and I've heard the difference, the whole and term. And so a person secures a term policy. Just a quick question. What happens at the end of the term?
At the end of the term, it's over. So,
so
if you get a 10-year term, a 20-year term, at the end of the term, it's over. It's just like buying auto insurance. If you never use it, it's over. You don't get anything back. So like I said, I educate people on how to truly save alongside that term policy so that they can become self-insured versus depending on a life insurance policy.
So would they just get another term after that? Would they buy another policy? Is what I'm saying.
It's all about the theory of decreasing responsibility, and let me kind of explain that to you.
Please educate us.
Theory of decreasing responsibility. At a young age, we have young kids, we have a mortgage, we have high debt. God forbid something happens to the spouse or someone too soon, then they're going to struggle. So you do need a lot of life insurance at that time. But as you get older and the kids are grown, hopefully out of the house, you know, the mortgage
hopefully,
is right. You haven't refinanced your mortgage too many times, or you know your debt is lower. At that point, what would you want then? More life insurance or more money? At that time, most people want more money, so you want retirement income. So if you had a 30-year policy and now you're at 59 and a half, which most retirement accounts kick in, and something happens to you too soon, you really already have enough for burial at that point, so you don't really need life
That's a
insurance.
good point.
And most people don't recognize that.
I
They just like,
didn't
oh,
think
I
about
want it
it
for
like
my
that.
whole life.
That's what
you
I
know
was
what I'm
thinking.
saying? And so that's why, I want a permanent policy. And some of those
Wow.
policies are really not permanent. It's like fine detail. When you get a policy, we just kind of throw it in the drawer.
Yeah.
But there are some policies that say if you don't increase the premium amount on the front, it tells you if you don't increase the premium amount, you may not have it when you need it.
Wow.
And people think that, oh, well, I have a whole life policy, or I have a permanent
you
policy,
don't.
and it might not be necessarily the case.
I love the way you articulated that change in need as you age. That's really, I just never thought about that.
And so I just show you how to become self-insured versus depending on life insurance.
Yeah.
Because it's definitely, a term policy is definitely cheaper than the whole policy for what you need.
Yeah.
Because experts say you need about 10 times your salary. So to get a whole life policy for 10 times your salary, you're going to pay a grip.
That's a grip. Yeah.
That's a grip.
Wow. That's good stuff. And believe it or not, listen, I'm a far way off from retirement, but I am reading a book. I'm reading a book I got from the local library, and it's about, really preparing for your retirement. And it's not just a financial look at it, it's an emotional look at it. It's just, like what you want that to look like. And I'm really enjoying this little book. I'm like, hey, because there's stuff I could be doing now to make sure I'm good, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
So it's like, yeah, man. But I didn't even think about the fact that the kids are gone now, and so it's a different financial landscape, so that all that coverage you had, you may not need all of that.
Right.
Think about other ways that you have some money, a little nest egg, like you say, heaven forbid something happen, well, the money's there, so why are you trying to got it? I'm with you on that. See, I can learn. Look at that. I'm coachable.
And just to kind of piggyback kind of on the whole life aspect, like some whole life policies, the first 1 to 5 years you don't have anything in savings, so when you pay your premium, you pay into the savings and you're paying into the life insurance, but that savings really doesn't start growing until maybe the 3rd year. And then when you get to the 3rd year, you see, I have $300. Well, you could have saved that on your own.
You could have done that on your own.
you could have done that on your own.
Now it's tied up in
now it's tied up into the policy, and then you borrow it. You got to pay 6 to 8% to pay it back, and things like that.
That's good.
So yeah.
Yeah, man, that's good. So people should, the first step with you would be to call you and just kind of look at where people are, or do you kind of get more so of people calling because they have a specific kind of thing they're working on? Because I'm sitting here and I'm like thinking, y'all need to call Dee just to sit down and just look at where you are.
Right.
You're in your 30s, you're in your 40s, or whatever, at that season of life, and just let her kind of let you know where you might want to be at, what you're trying to do. So people can see you for a consult, or how does it work? What would they do if they call that number? What would happen?
They would call that number, and then pretty much I can set up a time to do an appointment with them. And what happens on the appointment is I do a financial needs analysis, and pretty much how that looks, it's like, okay, it looks like an x-ray of like a broken bone, except it's broken finances.
Wow.
Let's see what we need to fix.
Go
This
ahead
is what-
on,
like
girl.
it, yes.
Let's get your financial x-ray. What you say, girl?
So it's to see
Yeah.
this is where you are, this is where you want to be. Let me show you a roadmap. If you think it's all together, let me show you a roadmap either to stay on track or how to get to where you're trying to go. And so, like I said, it's complimentary. It's customized just for your family, and it's confidential.
There.
Yeah,
and it's confidential. All I know, how late? What's your latest appointment? Because I'm telling y'all, I be talking to Dee. Dee be like, "Look, I got an appointment. I'm going there." I be like, how late is your latest appointment, girl? Because I swear you be 11 o'clock going to people.
Right.
Girl,
I'm
so how does that work?
I really am flexible.
You flexible with it? Because I be like, talking
Because-
her up, she on a 10 o'clock appointment. Like, God.
because people work, so most appointments are at 6
That's
or
right.
8 at night, or later, because
Yeah,
everyone has a daytime job,
Yeah.
and usually the family comes together at that time. And so I do sit down with the
That's
husband
what's
and the
up.
wife together, and even singles.
Yeah, that's what's up. That's
Because
what's up.
everybody needs some kind of financial guidance.
Man, that's so good. I mean, that's just let that show y'all that's just that level of commitment as well. Again, Dee not here just because. I mean, handpicked. because this is meaningful to her and important to her. And I know as I age, y'all, I'm thinking about, like, how I want to travel. It's things I want to do. I have little financial goals for myself, and this is important. So I'm really just trying to share literally, it's all love. I'm trying to just love on you by bringing in people who have some really valuable information to share with us. And then I'm not bringing in people say like I've arrived. I'm journeying with you. Susie Q is here. Dee Dee's here. The GMT team. It's a journey with you. So we're not saying that we have it all together. So hopefully that just kind of eases any apprehension. So now, what do you say? Because you mentioned just now, and I like how you said, whether, you all jacked up, you get that financial x-ray, you'll be like, oh, Lord, I don't know what, But then also somebody who might kind of look like they got it together, they doing all right, but they still can benefit from, okay, how do you make sure you stay on track? Exactly. So I definitely love things that speak to both, because, you'll have somebody sitting there, we sharing this information, and they got that person who's sitting there like, look, I got 5 payday loans, I'm $5,000 in debt, and they like, you not for me. No, that they offer you. Right, so absolutely. This one is asking, what would you say to families who are in survival mode and feel like they simply do not have not only the resources but just the energy, okay, to direct toward long-term financial planning? They are just trying to make it. They trying to get cereal for tomorrow. You understand? So what would you say to what would you speak to them?
But I would still say start somewhere. At least look at where you are, because there may be some areas where you're probably spending too much, and we possibly can help you see where you can free that up, or maybe change some things. And I always recommend to people to at least take a month and jot down everything that you're spending, because one thing it's going to do is make you conscious of what you're spending, and then you're going to be like, oh, that's $1. I don't even want to write that down, so I'm not even going to spend that $1. So really what I do with the financial plan is just try to show them how to free up money, or how to get out of debt 5 to 15 years sooner than what they were on track for, or just kind of look in that budget to see what we can do to free up some money. And like I said, so our mission is to make sure that families are properly protected with life insurance, show you how to get out of debt as soon as possible so that you can retire financially independent. But if there's a shortfall in your budget, we do also offer the opportunity for you to come work part-time with us to make an extra $500 to $1,000 a month.
That's phenomenal.
Oh, that really is.
Yeah, and so that's how, like I said, that's how I got started. I make an extra $1,000 a month with my
that's wonderful.
and still teaching. So
and you teach, and so this is a supplemental income. So you set your retirement up
okay,
real
right,
nice.
Exactly,
okay,
exactly.
I know that's right. And some people may find that they get in there, get a consult, get services, and man, I really believe in this stuff. I I might want to get involved, and you're saying, hey, the opportunities are there for you to do that, and that's how you got in.
Exactly.
So that's what's up. That's what's up. And it is the kind of thing you hope would catch on. Like definitely. People would. Yeah. And you said something I was about to say. It's the same thing for fitness. You said journal, that 30-day thing, because what happens is, like, I've done that with food, just to see, like, what am I eating? What is my problem? What time am I? You know what I'm saying? It is such a revelation. It will. You probably really think you know how you spend it. You probably really think you got it under control. But let me tell you, all you need is one good time to add up them fees for going to an ATM that's not your bank, and you add that up.
Yep, that's true.
You'll be like, hell no.
Or
we going to the bank.
You could have made at home.
Add that cup of coffee.
That was eye-opening for me.
Okay.
Yep, exactly.
Because it adds up. And you think, oh, no, I ain't nothing. No, you add that stuff up. So I love that piece there. I do. And then I made a quick note, too, about Aretha. I just wanted you to talk just 2 seconds, because I know I was surprised because they say she didn't have any.
Yes, that was.
And I know you probably just wanted to jump through the radio or the TV screen or computer when you heard that, but you would think someone who is, we make assumptions that people are, they got it going on, their little businesses in order. And here she is, the queen of soul.
Because she was so on top of her money at the front end about how she got her payments, received her payments, owning her rights.
Yep, exactly.
So yes, I would love to hear how you get to that point.
Well, you don't
have an advisor, and then you don't have a will or something set up.
Well, you got to think that all advisors don't have knowledge of all services. And so I think that's kind of what sets us apart is we're trying to be like the Walmart of financial services where we can be your one-stop shop. Because it's like you get pulled in so many different directions. You got to pay your auto insurance. You got to pay your life insurance. You got to pay your mortgage or your rent or whatever. What's the likelihood of them coming to sit down with you at your table saying, hey, let's make sure your mortgage is paid. Oh, I want to make sure your life insurance is paid. Oh, I want to make sure you're saving. It's not going to happen. So most times people just specialize in one area and don't help you with everything.
And that's a very good point that they may not have known how to. But then also, just Susie Q and I we were just laughing because we know like Aretha shoe, her mind made up. Like it's not too much you gonna tell her what to do. So maybe she just like, look, I'm not doing it. I don't want to do it. And hey,
once again, that could have been something that was passed down. My mama didn't do it. I mean, because I have some clients that's pretty stubborn about what my mama said or my daddy said. Like, how is that helping them?
How is that working out for them?
That's right. Out for them? That's right. So it could have been something like that as well.
And then real quick, just wondering your personal thoughts about this. Like, I have a mother getting older. Everybody, we all getting older. And then when you think about like my mom, she'll tell me stuff. I ain't gonna lie. I'm just gonna be real with y'all. I'll be like, look now, the little folder is in the drawer next to But really thinking about knowing and having your documents and stuff, knowing who needs to know where stuff at, all that kind of stuff. Any little tips or pointers just even at this time, like, because somebody could be listening or will listen later and they like, Lord, I don't even know what my mom got, or I don't even know what, that kind of thing, because we're getting older. We have aging parents and aunts and uncles and what have you.
I think those are conversations that we should have often. It's not always easy, and no one really wants to talk about dying, but that's an appointment we all gonna have.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
So I think that's something that we should talk about at least on a yearly basis or quarterly. And if they're older, because that was conversation we were having with my grandmother, and she was 96, and just like, okay, let's kind of have this conversation, and still wasn't prepared though. Wow. That's the sad part. I sell life insurance and still wasn't prepared.
But you were trying to have that.
Were having that conversation, like, let's go to the funeral home and start making arrangements. You know what I'm saying? Because you got this little policy that's really not going to cover anything. So let's start paying now. And then what people don't realize is that as you get older, it's a possibility you could become uninsurable and can't get life insurance. And so people put it on hold and keep waiting. Well, I can't afford it right now. It's going to be at a point where you might not be able to.
It's too late now because you're not even eligible.
And so I just think it's conversations that we should have. You must have, and you need to let your beneficiary know who they are and who has, who's handling
power of attorney, all that kind of stuff.
Power of attorney and all of that.
Yep. Now, what support can you give with that too? Because just your proper documents and all that. Can you refer people? Is that something y'all do in house?
Well, we don't necessarily do it in house, but we do use Legal
partners.
Shield.
Okay.
And so Legal Shield, when you do Legal Shield, you get the free will. They update it for you at no cost and things like that. Yeah.
That's
and
good.
so. And then you also have access to attorneys at a discounted
That's
rate.
Real
and
good.
I've used it personally myself. Like I said, I really believe in the company because I use all the products myself. And so I'm a believer in them, and they've worked for me. So
Yeah, that's good to know. And I know, just like I said, as I get older, you have aging parents, you have aging people, and in my particular case too. And I guess this is a conversation, because y'all the love bugs. I can kind of keep it real and share some stuff. Some of you may know, but I have a sister who is deaf and blind, and my sister is older than me. And the truth is, right now, I couldn't tell you about her financial affairs or anything like that, or her documents for insurance and things like that. I know that she's well taken care of, but I don't know, heaven forbid, should something happen, the next steps, the next moves and stuff. So as we think about you, because you might be saying, well, I'm not old enough, my parents not old, they're not aging yet. Okay, but it may be someone in the family who still is they're vulnerable for whatever reason, whether it's a disability or what have you, that we need to know. That we need to know. So as we close out, let me ask you this quick question. So we know how to contact. We talked a little bit about what to expect. Is there a happy ending that you'd like to share with us with one of your clients? Like, they applied what you taught them, it worked out in their favor. Just any anecdote, short story or something that you may have where it really just paid to get that information. Anything off the top of your head, or any of your personal information, because you said that, or stories, because you said that the products had worked for you.
Right. Have one instance of a young lady who I did a financial plan with, and she really did use the debt snowballing effect. And she was like, it was something she stayed on top of, put it on her refrigerator, and she was like, thanks to you, I was able to get out of debt a whole lot sooner and buy a home. And so that was one thing. And then something that was not so happy, I've had to pay out 2 death claims. One was a dear friend who had breast cancer, and so she was able to get a policy, and because it had like an increase in benefit rider within the policy, it was able to increase, and they not ask her about her medical. And so when she did pass away, the kids were taken care of. And then there was someone who did get a policy and died within 11 months. And usually there's a contestability period, but the company did their research. It wasn't
nothing pre-existing or whatever.
Right, no pre-existing, so it did pay out.
That's
so
good.
Those are a few things.
So the products do deliver.
Yeah, they do deliver.
And even when you think about something like automobile insurance, you can go to the little $59, $29, $39, or do you want people to really be there when the stuff hit the fan?
Exactly.
And you get what you pay for.
Right, and that's that's kind of like my parting words there. Try not to be so cheap on.
Let's say it's so cheap.
Cheap on really taking care of your business, because you get what you pay for. Like people say, oh, I have an accidental and death, and that's really cheap. But if you don't die from an accident, it's not going to pay out. You see what I'm saying?
Period.
So, and then what they're going to do is say, oh, well, you had a heart attack in the midst of it, so it really wasn't an accident.
Oh, they know they stuff.
Definitely.
Right.
So try not to be so cheap on just trying to save $1, and you're gonna pay for it in the end.
Yes. Wow. That's good stuff. So that's I Educate Financial Solutions. That's 713-443-0129. We will hear from Deordre Dee Adams again on It's All Love with Lisa Love. I mean, just learning some good stuff here, guys. I hope you will reach out. And then sounds like one of those opportunities, a free opportunity to just kind of take a little financial x-ray, if you will, and see what's going on, and then see, where you can go from there. Again, you would be in good hands and just a trusted financial professional. So go ahead and make sure you make that call, 713-443-0129. I do want to make some closing announcements just to remind everybody about the event coming up on Thursday, September 27th. But you can go to www.letmelisaloveyou.com to learn more. Just going to be a funky good time. Want you to come out there looking for vendors, looking for smiling faces, looking for people to come have a good time. Also, I probably should mention right now that in November, some of you may recall that It's All Love with Lisa Love actually was launched on Thanksgiving Day in 2017. So we're quickly approaching 1 year. And of course, I want to celebrate with you guys. So if you've been on the show, if you've called into the show, if you've whatever you have done, if you've advertised with the show, we'd love to see you out. So just be looking for details to come with that. I'm going to try to make it very early in the month. I don't want to interfere with your holiday plans, but just look for that in November, because we're going to have a good time and celebrate that 1 year together, and we're going to keep on pushing. So the number here also is 832-303-4788. Whenever I'm on air, please feel free to call. Again, It's All Love with Lisa Love. That's Mondays 4:30 to 5:30. And guess what you could do for me? Go love somebody.